Imagine buying your dream home in Houston only to discover it's hiding a major headache that could cost you tens of thousands of dollars. It's not as rare as you might think. Today, I'm revealing the types of homes you should never buy. Homes that might look perfect on the surface, but are riddled with hidden problems. I've seen it as a real estate agent and through my own personal experiences. And trust me, you'll want to hear this. Stick around because this could save you from a real estate nightmare you didn't even know was possible. Let's dive in. First up, old homes. Yes, I know the charm of those historic houses in the Heights, Montrose, or the neighborhoods with that unique Houston flair. But here's the thing. Don't let those classic facades fool you. When I say old homes, I'm talking about the properties that are 100 plus years old. They come with that fair share of character, but they also come with some major problems. Plumbing. Many of these homes still have lead pipes or outdated systems that need a full overhaul. And replacing plumbing, that's a wallet-busting expense. Think tens of thousands of dollars easy. Now let's talk about electrical wiring. Older homes might have knob and tube wiring or wiring from the 1950s, which has insulation that lasts about 70 years. If the home has been upgraded to modern standards, you're looking at a complete rewire that could burn through your budget faster than a Houston summer. And then there's asbestos. Yep, it's still a thing. From insulation around hot water pipes to floor tiles. Getting rid of asbestos means hiring specialists who will charge you a premium. And if you have little ones, some of these older homes have dangerous features like steep staircases, non-functioning fireplaces, or laundry chutes that could turn into a serious hazard. Kids love exploring, and trust me, something that's not sealed off could spell trouble. So if you're serious about buying a home in Houston, think twice before stepping into one of these historic beauties. Next up, flood zones. Now, I know what you're thinking. Duh, no one wants to live in a flood zone. But let me break it down for you, Houston style. We live in a city that's no stranger to storms. And just because a house is in a 100-year or 500-year floodplain doesn't mean it's safe. I don't care if the seller swears it's never flooded. If it's in a flood zone, you're rolling the dice. Flood insurance in Houston can range from $1,500 to over $4,000 a year, depending on the risk level. That's money you're paying every year for a house that could still flood. And forget the idea of a 500-year floodplain. With the extreme weather we've been seeing, that's not a guarantee. If you're looking to buy a home in Houston, make sure it's not in a flood zone unless you're prepared to pay that insurance premium and take on the potential risk. Listen, Houston is an oil town, so it's not unheard of to come across homes with underground oil tanks. But don't let the decommissioned status fool you. Even if a tank has been decommissioned properly and its soil has been tested, there's always that chance, that one little chance, that something slipped through the cracks. If the seller isn't willing to remove the tank and do a thorough soil test, you're in for a nightmare. Remediation costs can run you up to hundreds of thousands of dollars if remediation is found. And trust me, that's not money you want to spend after you already bought the house. Now let's talk about the houses that get flipped fast and furious. You see these all the time in Houston's hot market. Properties bought, renovated, and sold for profit. Sounds great, right? Here's the catch. Many of these homes are flipped by LLCs or investors who rush the job to maximize their return. And guess what? They cut corners, plain and simple. When you walk into a flipped house, check for the telltale signs of poor workmanship. Uneven moldings, sloppy paint jobs, shoddy finishes. These are red flags that say, we rushed this. If the cosmetic details are sloppy, imagine what kind of mess might be hiding behind the walls. Is the plumbing up to code? Is the electrical work safe? Who knows? You don't want to be the buyer who finds out the hard way. Do your homework, ask questions, and be skeptical of too good to be true deals. If you see signs of rushed work, run. Here's a tip. Before you even step into a property, ask your agent for the seller's disclosure report. It's a gold mine of information that can tell you the age of the roof, the plumbing, the electrical systems, and whether there have been any past issues like termites. And when it comes to flood zones, don't rely on third-party sites. Have your agent check the MLS or any other place to see if the house is in a flood zone. All right, if you know anybody who's looking for a home in Houston, be sure to share this with them. See you next time.